I'm building an SEO strategy for this founder from absolute scratch. So if you run a B2B service, tech, or SaaS company, you can follow along. You can work out exactly what to do to drive pipeline, results, real revenue from both Google organic search and AI search. What works today, what doesn't. Follow along, start driving pipeline through SEO. Let's dive into it.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. So quick context about me. I run a B2B YouTube agency. We do YouTube content. And yeah, a bit more context. I currently have zero SEO content, zero presence online on Google other than my website. So what should be like step one or step zero? What should I do at the very beginning?
It's a great question. So I think completely disregard SEO for a minute. Everything decent when it comes to marketing, B2B marketing, starts by who's the dream client? Who do we want to speak to? Who is a profitable customer for you that you actually enjoy working with, that drives good revenue, that's less likely to churn? So I suppose a good starting point for me to kind of context and craft out a strategy would be to learn kind of what does a good customer look like? What niche are they within? Industry they're within? What are they struggling with? So I can kind of give you some context and then give the audience kind of some actionables to take away.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds good. So to give you context on that and answer those questions, our main target market is B2B companies, more specifically SaaS companies or B2B service companies, so like mainly agencies. And we like to work with companies that are not just starting out, but they already have some form of marketing that's already working, so we can just plug in our YouTube service and just really make it rain for our clients. So that's generally either cold outbound that they already found and actually made it work, or they do some sort of content marketing, maybe on LinkedIn, maybe they have a podcast, or maybe they run paid ads. Usually we found that those clients who already, made this work and already have a proven like marketing system can just really go on YouTube and get results from it. So yeah, with that in mind, with this, would it be like enough context or like enough information about what we want to do in our ICPs so then we can, go further and get to the next steps?
I think that's enough for now. Real quick, if you want to start fueling your sales team with a steady stream of leads, demos, or booked calls from SEO and organic search across AI and Google, why not grab a call with myself over at breakingb2b.com. We can chat through exactly how SEO could potentially help your business drive a steady stream of inbound through organic search. Head over to breakingb2b.com or hit the link in the description below. Right, back to the video. As I say in many of my episodes, the crux of it is we've got a bit of research, we've got a bit of an insight. So what I'd say now is let's basically map out every way that Samu's dream clients, his ICP, his dream clients, what could they search when they need a YouTube agency or any variant of that, when they're searching for it on Google Organic, ChatGPT, LLMs, Google AI overviews, whatever method they're looking when they need this service. Let's completely exhaust that so we can drive sales calls for his agency as quick as humanly possible. So what I'd normally say at this stage is let's craft out a money keyword matrix platform, and how that would look like is what's every way that one of Samu's potential clients could search for a solution. So they might call it a YouTube agency, they might call it a YouTube marketing agency, YouTube service agency. What's another way that a potential client might refer to your offer at a broad level?
Yeah, so usually it's YouTube content agency, YouTube video content, YouTube marketing, YouTube lead generation, YouTube organic. These are like, I would say, the main ways. That's how they refer to me. So you reckon we should do some sort of keyword matrix where all these are like listed out and we get very clear on this?
Exactly. So in this money keyword matrix, column 1 would be what's every way someone could refer to the offer. So YouTube agency, YouTube marketing agency, YouTube services, YouTube lead generation, all that kind of stuff will be column 1. Column 2 is the niches Samu serves best, which sounds like SaaS, B2B, tech, what we call money niches that he's already selling well into, have the problem he solves, are motivated to buy into it, and have historically paid well, have a low churn rate. So we know that works well already. Column 3, not so relevant. This works super well for SaaS, but I don't know the YouTube service industry that well. Normally I say, what are your main competitors? Like perhaps you can reel off one or two, but...
Yeah, in our industry, there's not really like big names yet. Names that would have like enough of a search volume. So yeah, I think the best way for us will be like just really mapping that out. As you mentioned, like how they refer to our solution. And yeah, then go from there and maybe focus on those.
Yeah, I'd agree. Because we want to target folks that are kind of hungry in market, actually know they need the offer. The only final thing I'd say is when we move up funnel, I guess for folks that are perhaps not ready to buy yet, but maybe early in the stage, maybe I need YouTube marketing, or I need to kind of take a YouTube first approach to drive awareness, pipeline, book calls, etc. But I don't know I need it. Is there certain symptoms or certain struggles that I might have?
Yeah, definitely. What we've seen with our clients is, because I mentioned that they already do some form of marketing, like many times clients come to us wanting to, first of all, fix their low close rate, uneducated leads coming on the sales calls, not knowing exactly what they do or not trusting them enough yet to buy. So really about like just how warm the leads are, how nurtured they are. That's usually the problem that they come to us with, because that's something that we like long form YouTube content definitely fixes. So maybe something around like leads not being warm enough, not being nurtured enough, low close rates, high ad costs, high client acquisition costs, all of those stuff I think can be like these beginning problems that these people have. So maybe those.
So we've got it. We've got all the intel we need for our money keyword matrix. So we know the way that folks can refer to Samu's offer. We know the industries he serves well. Competitors not so relevant, but the fourth problem, we know what struggles folks might have in-house, or maybe they don't realize they need help with YouTube, but they've got the kind of symptoms that Samu's and his agency can solve. So you can take the kind of framework and you can basically apply this to any SaaS, tech, or B2B service industry. You just do the same process and just understand your own issues and symptoms in industries you serve well. So the next step is kind of we want to put these issues together to make long tail money keywords, basically that Samu's dream clients are going to search for when they're in market for his solution, either on Google Organic or now ChatGPT. So the best way to do this is to go as niche and as specific as possible. So what I'd normally say is link the option from column 1, which might be YouTube marketing agency, with the industry he serves well, which might be SaaS. And what works super well right now and has done for a long time is when you put best in front of it. So it could be best SaaS YouTube marketing agency, or best SaaS YouTube agency, or best YouTube agency for SaaS, best YouTube video marketing agency for SaaS. Basically, every way you can exhaust the different way that a target prospect might search for that solution within the industry that he resolves best. He could go best YouTube marketing agency. That would probably be a lot more competitive, likely have a lot more traffic, a lot more search volume, but it's less specific to the market that he actually wants to drive his book calls for. So let's start with a hungry niche. And the also good thing about kind of making a long tail keyword is that it's less competition. So if you search for this keyword on Ahrefs or SEMrush, there might be lower traffic, but the keyword difficulty would be a lot lower, and that means we can rank for those pages a lot quicker. So what I do is, and what you can do if you're perhaps a larger team and you're not the founder like Samu or I, maybe you get with your marketing folks, or you get with your sales folks, or you get with your customer support folks who can help you kind of educate you on what needs to go into each column, like offer, industry, competitors, jobs to be done, etc. And then we can start making these kind of long tail searches that our dream clients are hunting for. So we've mapped these out. Let's pretend we're going, for example, best YouTube marketing agency for SaaS. All we need to do now, in Google's case, is search that on Google, see what content Google favors. And usually for these type of searches, it's article listicles. Like we reviewed the top SaaS YouTube agencies of 2026. So straight away, I've looked at Samu's site. I know you've got like 1 or 3 page site, quite a small site, isn't it, at the moment?
More like a landing page even, so like a one longer site. So yeah, not sure what's the best sort of best practice there.
Cool. So we know he's not done much SEO to date. He's got quite a thin content site, not many pages, which is very common in B2B and SaaS and tech. When folks are kind of early stage in their company, why would they have a big website? They've not got a need. What if they've not done SEO before? If they've kind of grown through other means, outbound sales or word of mouth or partnerships, why would they? So let's exhaust these money keywords for those 5% of our dream clients that are in market for our solution, and let's work out what's every type of money content that we can match that money long tail keyword. So in his case, that might be these best X agency listicles. Completely exhaust those. Review what's ranking top of Google now. Try and make our article kind of more helpful, more useful. Position our solution within this listicle as number 1. But then Samu could leverage all these insights he gets as a founder as to why dream clients are choosing him, how he stands out in the marketplace. He's got a bunch of client review testimonial videos that he could weave in there. He can label his pricing. He can talk about his pros. He can talk about where he's a good fit, where he's a poor fit, and then he can give a comparison of the other agencies in the space. Or likewise, if it was a landing page maybe that ranked well for maybe best X for industry or offer for industry type of page, he could again review what's ranking well, try and make his page kind of more useful, more helpful. Like, you're probably facing this problem. It's probably having this impact on your business. Like, you're investing loads into ads, or you're spending loads of time on LinkedIn. But if you had these videos kind of on YouTube, you get organic evergreen value, you get inbound calls. It would boost your credibility on sales calls, etc., etc. Label the FAQs on the landing page and follow those practices. So that's kind of money keyword matrix, building best-in-class content. I don't know if you've got any questions there, but then we can kind of finish up.
Yeah, mate, thank you. Super helpful. Yeah, I guess in terms of questions, like what do you see in terms of timeline, ROI, what should I expect? Like what should be my goal as someone who, as I said, like hasn't done any SEO, any, Google organic work previously?
Yeah, sure thing. So I think one thing to mention here, like to preface, is we're not going after like loads of traffic. A lot of these keywords, these pages that we're building out will probably have lower traffic, like YouTube for SaaS or YouTube marketing agency for SaaS is probably quite low. And likewise, B2B YouTube agency, again, is probably quite low in terms of monthly traffic, but folks aren't searching that for fun. they're searching it because they genuinely need the service or the agency. Whereas if I was searching something top funnel, more informational based, like how to get started on YouTube or how to craft a B2B YouTube video, then I'm not in buying mode. That might drive loads of traffic to my website, but it's very unlikely that someone would book a sales call. So we want to focus on that lower search volume, start with the low keyword difficulty, build a best-in-class page, and then go from there. In terms of rankings, usually at a high level, if it's low keyword difficulty, like for example 0 to 10, it can rank pretty quick, i.e. within 90 days of publishing. For a site like yours, the only thing to bear in mind is that you have low authority. You probably haven't earned much in the way of backlinks, but the good thing about the work you've done is you've built a lot of partnerships with other SaaS B2B service agencies. You've done interviews with folks like myself, so you could reach out to folks like myself that are doing business and sending business your way, and you could ask for backlinks back to these money keywords and pages from our content, from our websites, from our articles, and that would be a quick way to boost those more competitive pages that may be more generic terms like B2B YouTube agency or YouTube marketing agency that might take a lot longer to rank compared to best YouTube agency for SaaS. And we could slowly chip away at those whilst we're going for the more niche and specific stuff to drive book calls.
That makes a ton of sense. And yeah, I think that's pretty clear on what I have to do. It seems like the strategy is very laid out. So yeah, thank you very much, sir.
No worries, man. Enjoyed the chat.